Well, if this truly is the best part of the weekend, John, we might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, soak it all in. Now, look, I think Sunday is going to be a pretty nice day, too. It just looks like tomorrow, at times, maybe a little busy with some active weather. So kind of a two-parter here. You've got a great start, a great finish. It's just a little bit of iffiness there in the middle as we think about those storms. But, you know, I'm looking around here from the backyard tonight. Beautiful as we look down the valley. Just some fair weather clouds drifting around, very comfortable. Great evening to maybe fire up the barbecue. I want to share this great photo that came in from Cynthia from Numidia, friend of the show. She's always snapping off some interesting wildlife photos for us, including this one of a maturing northern cardinal, kind of hanging out there in the branch. The plumage coming along, almost mature, so a teenager, an adolescent, hanging out here on an August afternoon. So big thanks to Cynthia for sending that one along. This is what it looks like over the Paupack here this evening, and great evening to maybe be out on the water. I've seen a couple of boats go by. Good evening for that, that's for sure. Temperatures right now sitting at about 78 degrees, partly cloudy sky. So we've seen a lot of clouds earlier in the day. Things have kind of thinned out for us here this evening. Here's a look at temperatures across northeastern Pennsylvania. Low 80s, Archibald, Mayfield, in our backyard too. Check out Lake Harmony though at 70, so the elevation's a little cooler. Lopez at 68, 80 degrees right now in Elysburg. Nothing doing on the radar. It's nice and quiet as we expected. Your rain-free day this week. And when we widen things out, you're tracking a couple of things for you. We've got a warm front here coming into the eastern Great Lakes. That's going to give us a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow morning. There's another break, and then you can see some of these flashing icons out in Wisconsin. That's the front that's going to arrive for later tomorrow afternoon and evening with some of those thunderstorms inshore. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Partly cloudy for us tonight. Seasonal temperatures in the low 60s. Tomorrow, again, in the afternoon, things turn a little busy with that chance for some storms. High temperatures tomorrow expected to top out in the low and mid 80s. A big difference that you'll notice tomorrow will be the humidity. It's actually pretty comfortable out here now with those dew points in the mid and upper 50s. You know, compared to what we've seen at times in the summer, which is typical, it starts to get pretty steamy. We've had a little break from that today. I hope you enjoyed it because tomorrow those steamy numbers are coming back. Look at those dew points surging tomorrow afternoon and into the early part of the evening too. Back to those numbers up around 70 or so. So it'll be very sticky tomorrow. And if we can bust out into some of that sunshine like we're thinking, as that front approaches, it would give them the opportunity to be on the strong or even severe side. Now we showed you this map yesterday. We were in a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms. We've seen that upgraded today to a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe storms. That includes all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The most significant risk tomorrow that we see it now would be for some of those real strong winds that could accompany any of these storms over 60 miles per hour, enough to bring down some trees, some power lines and things like that. But do want to note that there is a non-zero risk for tornadoes again tomorrow. Again, this won't be everyone sees it. We don't expect the real big ones like they get out in the Midwest, but there is a risk for them, so you'll need to be weather aware. This is what the future clouds and radar has in store for us tomorrow, and like we've been talking about, the morning looks pretty quiet. Could be a renegade shower early, but most of us should be dry. We break out to some sunshine, and that'll start to bubble up the clouds and also start to bubble up those chances for some of those thunderstorms. And again, any of these tomorrow afternoon and into the early part of the evening could be strong to severe with those damaging wind gusts. Can't rule out some hail, and again, there will be some spinners in there too, so there is a non-zero risk for tornadoes, so we'll watch that. It's also the peak of the Perseid meteor shower tomorrow night, so if we can clear it out after the storms pass, a great view of this into your early Sunday morning. You can see 20 to 30 or more per hour. You just need a dark sky. Look northeast for the radiant, which is the constellation Perseus. Also of note, Sunday looks really nice, and then the Grand Slam Parade in Billtown. That comes up on Monday. We'll be there. We've got coverage that really starts at noon with some live updates from there, but of course the full slate of us, the full team, will be there 6 o'clock, so something to look for there. Also of note this weekend, you've got the All Abilities Walk, Run, 5K going on Veterans Memorial Stadium in Scranton. That is tomorrow morning. Race day registration at 8, race gets going at 9, the All Abilities Walk is at 10. Looks like a really nice morning for it tomorrow. Again, just looks busy in the afternoon. Kilbasi Festival, well, it looks a little busy with the storms for that. You can see the forecast for the rest of next week there, Scott, too. Temperatures pretty seasonal for this time of year. We've got some 80s, and we'll keep the fingers crossed that not only for the parade, but when the games get going at the Little League World Series, weather will be quiet for that.
That's a good thing to keep our fingers crossed for.
Yeah, it sure is.
Thank you very much, John.